Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we're doing episode 2 of Titans franchise. I know it's been a little while. I didn't quite get stuff recorded as I was hoping, but we're back. We're going to be taking on the 1-0 Los Angeles Chargers at our place. So let's get started. Let's get into things real quick. We leaned on Derrick Henry last game a lot, and he came through. We're going to have to lean on him again today. I don't think Tannehill really has the arm strength. In my limited throwing with him, he doesn't really seem to have the arm strength to push balls to where they need to be, but he does have the accuracy to at least hit certain routes. So we got to be very anticipatory, get balls out when I think somebody's going to be becoming open and not when they're actually open, as some quarterbacks can. That 86 throw power, not really all that great for us, but Tannehill does have some speed at 86 speed, which will help us get out of certain situations and, of course, avoid sacks. So let's get into things. Opening kickoff was just brought out. It wasn't anything special. We got out to the 32-yard line. So I'm normally not going to show a lot of kickoff returns slash field goals, punts, stuff like that, unless something fun or interesting happens. Derrick Henry picking up 12 there on his first carry of the day to the outside. Like I said, lean on Derrick Henry. We have him. We may as well use him. And I know people are wondering what the series is going to be about. I'm going to have some storylines. I'm actually going to have some storylines starting week 5. I have recorded up to week 4, so people will be seeing some storylines develop in week 5 and further down the line. But still starting off strong here, 2nd and 5. Going to motion Okonkwo over, Derrick Henry up the middle. I saw the gap to the left. I just didn't know if I was going to be able to get there. I know I could probably jump cut over to that side, but that will slow Derrick Henry down a lot. And, I don't know, just get yardage if I can. No yardage there. Okonkwo over the middle on a play action fake. Getting up the sideline to the 23. Okonkwo. Going to be also somebody that I lean on. If you guys have ever watched any of my franchises or any franchise I play normally, I lean on the tight end a decent bit throughout the first couple seasons. A decent tight end is easier to hit than a good wide receiver, in my opinion. I literally was playing my Raiders franchise earlier, and I literally could not hit Devontae Adams for the life of me, but I could hit Michael Mayer all the live long day. So, incomplete pass there to Treylon Burks. He actually ends up getting injured and won't return for the game. His injury report would have showed up right about now if I would have cut it out of the video, but I do try to cut some less important stuff out of the video so that you guys don't have to see it. So, Treylon Burks, oh wait, no. Okay, he's going to get injured later on a broken up pass, and he won't be back. So that's my fault. Sorry for the spoiler, but he's going to be missing some time. Bad throw there by me. I was not reading this coverage very well against the Chargers. They were actually disguising their coverage quite decently. So we will have to settle for a field goal on 4th and 13. And Justin Herbert will come out. And in the last game, he did not play too particularly great. He went 14 to 22, 164 yards and a touchdown. So either they ran a lot or they just didn't need to push the ball all that much. I don't know. But we're going to come out here, try to slow him down again today. But being a superstar quarterback, I wouldn't be surprised if he absolutely destroys me. Harold Landry chasing down Austin Eckler, causing the fumble after a couple missed tackles, one by Kevin Byard. Chargers probably would have been happier if Austin Eckler would have just gotten tackled by Kevin Byard there than getting chased down by Harold Landry and causing the fumble. So, going to change up a few routes here, try to get D-Hop one-on-one. It was a bad throw, just completely inaccurate. Something I've learned about this year's Madden, it doesn't matter if you're under pressure or not. It will just randomly make you throw inaccurate passes. I have literally clips that I've been saving for a video for my Bears and my Raiders franchise where it's literally just me standing there, no pressure after I rolled out, or I'm just in the pocket, no pressure, throwing a short little curl route and it just going fucking 32 yards to the left. D-Hop there on a contested catch against Derwin James gets knocked out, and we will have to settle for a second field goal. So not starting off this game strong, leaving points on the board here. Not great. I'm going to hit the camera and it's going to bounce back out, but the field goal is good since it did cross through the uprights. That's all that all that matters. Monty Rice, I get into an animation and I get dragged out of coverage there from Gerald Everett. One of my favorite tight ends when he actually came out of the draft. I really liked Gerald Everett. If I remember correctly, he was what, a tight end that came out either with Higbee, because I'm pretty sure the Rams drafted 2 tight ends that year, and I think they also came out with George Kittle, if I'm remembering correctly, right? I think they're from the same draft, 2017 maybe. Maybe Gerald Everett's a little bit older. But Gerald Everett as a young tight end was one of my favorite tight ends to try to trade for. He was just such a good receiving threat. 3rd and 8 here now, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. They're going to drop back, pass, run these little C routes. And Jeffrey Simmons, the big defensive tackle, gets in there, gets a sack, causes a punt for 4th and 16. We take over at our own 27. Again, going back to Derrick Henry, hand the ball off, let him go up into these gaps, and hopefully cause some pain. 6 for 20, though, not off to a great start, less than 4 yards a carry, especially for a guy that falls forward for 2. He needs to be getting more yards after contact. 7 for 26 now, still under 4 yards, but getting back on the right pace. Some people don't understand that you can always run to the weak side box, and sometimes it will work better, and right here we do so. 10-yard rush for Derrick Henry, stiff arm, get off of him. 1st down and 10 at our own 47. Going to continue marching, motioning Okonkwo in once again, trying to help out with that edge there. Derrick Henry up the middle, 9-yard rush, 9 for 46. Just keep running the damn ball. On 2nd and 1, we're going to drop back into a screen, dump it off to Henry, let him get into the open field. But Derwin James makes a very nice play, as well as that should be J.C. Jackson, the former Patriot. Tajay Spears now in the game. Derrick Henry needs a little bit of a breather, so we're going to let him have it. Play action fake, rolling out with Tannehill to start off. Nothing there, trying to dump it off to Okonkwo, and nothing going. 2 for 7 for 31. Like I said, Ryan Tannehill is not the QB of the future. He is not my guy that I want to go with. I need to see if maybe one of the other 2 young guys are it, if the possibility comes up, or if we start losing games, of course. I'm going to start looking at those other guys. Especially with him coming off contract as well. That really doesn't help things. Okonkwo open over the middle once again. Going to be one of the Tannehill's favorite targets and easiest targets to hit. Like I said, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's, tight ends run a lot of stuff over the middle, / short and quick routes. But I always have an easier time hitting tight ends than I do wide receivers, especially wide receivers on the left side of the field. If you'll ever notice that, I just have I don't know. Most offenses that you run, if you don't flip the plays, the left side receiver seems like they're always on like some type of streak or some type of deep breaking route that takes time to develop, or a good throw to hit. At the end of the first quarter, 6-0, we are dominating this game both in the yardage and in the score department. But 3rd and 7 now, we're going to go 5 wide here. Streak Kyle Phillips, hopefully take somebody out of the play. Going to roll out, and Tannehill will get sacked at the 30 by Sebastian Joseph Day. Sack for him, a tackle for him, and Justin Herbert will come back out. We go up 9-0 after taking the field goal. No reason to show any more field goals unless I either miss one or something interesting happens. There's just no real reason. I don't want to waste your guys' time, and you guys probably want to just see the action. Monty Rice stepping up, making a tackle. Austin Eckler, 3 for 20 on the ground. Would rather have less yards if he could take back that fumble on that 16-yard run to open up the game for them. Again, handoff to the outside, finds a hole, cuts back, and our linebackers just don't react fast enough. Shair goes for the chase down, but Kevin Byard will come up with the tackle. Going to be sending a little bit of his own blitz here, trying to force them into a bad situation, but they've run to the opposite side, so us running that weak box and getting basically blocked down onto the inside. Austin Eckler now 5 for 74. That's not a bad start for him. I think he's doing just fine and has probably let go of the fumble. Back to pass, picked off Amani Hooker back in the end zone, jumps in front of Mike Williams. One man misses. Now it's just a bunch of linemen, and Amani Hooker will go all the way. Nobody will be able to stop him. Keenan Allen not fast enough. Justin Herbert not fast enough. Amani Hooker, first touchdown of the year, with hopefully many more to come. I mean, hell, that was a good pick. It jumps in front of the route in front of Mike Williams, gets the interception, takes it all the way back to the house. Of course, with a few lucky blocks and a few diving attempts by the Chargers, give us a 16-0 lead here. Going to send a blitz here on 1st down and 10, and Josh Thompson almost comes away with a pick of his own, jumping that route in the man coverage. He has stepped up big. He's playing better than what his overall suggests, and he will continue to get play time until proven otherwise. On 2nd and 10 here, they're going to hit Keenan Allen on a little just curl route to the outside. And I don't know where the fuck my corner was going, but Shair comes up with the tackle. 1st and 10, handoff. Austin Eckler looks like a power run play. Caleb Farley comes up with the tackle on 1st and 10. Only a 3-yard rush there for Austin Eckler. 2nd and 7 now. 6:30 remaining in the second quarter. 6:30 remaining in the first half. I send a little bit of a blitz here. Again, I make a stupid fucking hit stick decision, and Gerald Everett will pick up the 1st down. I formation. Tight end split left, 2 wide receivers right, play action fake, dropping back to pass, and Justin Herbert will find the fullback Zorrath for 7 yards. Quick throw here on 3rd and 3, and Amani Hooker blows up Joshua Palmer. I don't even think he had a chance of catching that ball. And, luckily, if it was another company developing this game other than EA, that would actually be a flag. On 3rd and 3, Austin Eckler will be shut down by Harold Landry, causing a 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here, though, inside our 40-yard line. They're going to go for it because it just makes sense. Here on 4th and 3, Joshua Palmer holds on to the football, but not long enough. Knocked out by Aziz Al-Shahir, linebacker. He finally makes a good play. 1st down and 10, Derrick Henry up the middle. Nothing going there. Drew Tranquil. I swear to God, I kept seeing this motherfucker more and more throughout the game, and he was pissing me off. Get away from me. Block the dude. Somebody, please help me. Help Derrick Henry. He is the only offense we have. On 1st and... Yep, there's the Treylon Burks injury. He would not end up coming back in the rest of the game for us. So Kyle Phillips will jump up to the number 2. Everybody moves up to the spot, including Colton Dowell and others. So only running with, I think, 4 wide receivers at the moment, since we only run with 5 on a normal day. Tannehill rolling out, having to escape Khalil Mack, running for trying to get to the first one rush for 7 yards for Tannehill. A little bit of wheels. He still has a little bit of juice left. Nothing too much, though. He's not going to be a super athlete. He can just get out of sticky situations if needed. On 2nd and 7, we're going to run with Derrick Henry and the Wildcat. He picks up 6. 3rd and 1 here. Going to go with another play action fake. Try to get these guys to bite a little bit. Hit one of these potential routes and nothing open. And I throw the ball away like a dumbass. So it leads to 4th down. They're going to accept this penalty, which would be intentional grounding for 13 yards. We do end up punting the ball away, and the Chargers will take over at their own 20. It was a touchback on the play. Going to pinch the line, and again, Austin Eckler. They just continue to run against these weak boxes. I maybe should probably stop putting those out there. Austin Eckler eventually brought down by McCreary and Kevin Byard. 2nd and 6 here now. 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Hitting Gerald Everett once again, the tight end, just running up the seam and then a little bit of an out-breaking route, and he will pick up the first. And handing it off to Eckler once again. They are also going with the run game. Apparently they do not trust Justin Herbert at the moment or something, because they are going heavy in this run game. 2:01, they're going to snap it. They're going to get an extra timeout out of this, and they end up going out of bounds anyway. Catch by Mike Williams on the sideline there. Good catch, good throw, good out-breaking route. But there's no reason to run that play if you are going to, do this, get out of bounds. 10 rushes for 96 yards. We got to slow down Austin Eckler. I can't continue to let up these yards. He does have his X factor available. And right here, Roger McCreary just breaks the wrong way. Can't find the ball. Joshua Palmer behind him catches it down inside the 20. 1st and 10. 4 ticks remaining on the play clock. And bang, out route to Gerald Everett. Our man coverage is struggling currently at the moment. Can we slow them down here in the red zone? 2nd and 3 now, dropping back to pass, looking Austin Eckler on the flat, but Roger McCreary, our young stud of a corner, comes up big, makes a ankle tackle and takes down Austin Eckler. Luckily, too, because he does have his X Factor. I don't know what his X Factor is. Caleb Farley with a pick. And Caleb Farley, the big 6'2" corner, comes up with a pick here in the red zone and will slow down the Chargers. 1st and 10, we're going 5 wide, 30 seconds left. And drop back to pass. Drew Tranquil in my face. D-Hop down the sideline. Finally brought down by Derwin James, but nothing came of this drive. I ended up wanting just to cut it. I threw 2 incomplete passes. So at the end of the half, our stats don't look that impressive, all things considered. But when we kept getting good field position off of their mistakes, it's hard for us to put up yards if we don't have the yardage to go down. It's not like we were starting at our 10 every time. 1st down 10, they hit Keenan Allen coming across the middle, just breaking it open, finding a hole in that zone, catching the football. Keenan Allen is always going to hold on to those balls. He has some of the sturdiest hands in the league, I feel like. Mike Williams across the middle now. He'll actually run through a linebacker and fall down 2nd and 2 now. On 2nd and 2, we're going to bring Shire a little bit more down in the box, try to stuff this run. We're going to know they're going to run. They're going to run to the side of the fullback after the motion. Going to stop him down. 3rd and 2 now, 11 for 97 for Eckler. On 3rd and 2, we're going to end up sending some pressure here, or not really pressure, but we're going to be sending 6 men instead of the normal 4 or 5. And Monty Rice and Arden Key both get there, slamming Justin Herbert to the ground, and they're going to punt the ball away, and we're going to start at our own 29-yard line. 1st and 10, motion Josh Wiley, our young rookie tight end, run to his and Wesco's side, and Derrick Henry going to cut back up the middle and get 15 for 72. Not as impressive a day for Derrick Henry as Austin Eckler, but Derrick Henry also doesn't have a fumble, so take that with a grain of salt. Of course, that led to 3 points for us, so how much is it really worth? All things compared, I don't know. 3rd and inches now after a short yardage gain for Derrick Henry. We're going to go back to this Wildcat. We're going to motion Tajay Spears. We're going to give it to him, little jet pass touch, and he's going to pick up the 1st down at the 40-yard line. 5 for 10 for Ryan Tannehill, 1 for 1 for Derrick Henry through the air. A couple yards for him. It won't give him a perfect pass rating because it's not really a decent throw, but he still gets a throw on his record nonetheless. 1st and 10, we get a 5-yard rush there from Derrick Henry right up the middle. 5:50 remaining in the 3rd. Going to go 5 wide here. Going to dump it off to Spears right away, and he just drops it. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Catch the ball. It was supposed to be a quick throw. Just get it out to him. Let him try to get up the field. Nothing there. Kyle Phillips, little screen pass, and luckily Dylan Radones gets out there just in time. Kyle Phillips able to cut back inside and cut back out, picks up the 1st. 1 reception for 6 yards for him. Need to get him more involved as he is a young, budding star, 2nd year in the league. He actually performed quite nicely last year. Tannehill takes off again, picks up 7, 2 for 14. 2 for 14, not bad for him, especially considering his age. Now, he was a former wide receiver, so he should have at least a little speed on him. For some reason I thought I called a play action on this play. We're going to hand it off to Derrick Henry. Up the middle, stiff arm, gets brought down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. We're going to go with the stretch play here. Get it to the outside. Joey Boza gets blocked pretty well, but we only end up getting 3. J.C. Jackson and Drew Tranquil. Like I said, they're starting to become annoying. I keep seeing them almost every play, and it's getting really annoying at this point. 2nd down and 7. Going to try to hit Kyle Phillips, but just try to hit him too late. Drew Tranquil was able to react and go after that football. He ends up getting the swat away there. And it will bring up a 3rd and 7. Colton Dowell now out there as that 3rd receiver. Tajay Spears, we're going to motion over. We're going to send him into a blocking assignment. Help out on that left side. D-Hop, open, sideline, caught. Up to the 12, 1st and 10. Ryan Tannehill, 7 for 14. Not a great day by any stretch of the imagination, but he is performing none the least. Tajay Spears up the middle on a delayed handoff. 1 rush, 6 yards. Going to try to get him more and more involved each week. That's part of the game plan, especially if we don't plan on keeping Derrick Henry around forever. On 2nd and 4, we're going to go with a little play action bootleg here. Try to get to the outside, find one of these under routes, and hit it in the end zone. Going to roll out, but Khalil Mack plays this perfectly. He's in front of the receiver, but behind the fullback. There's nothing we can do. We're going to go for a play action rollout once again hopefully performs just a little bit better. Josh Wiley actually ends up bringing Khalil Mack down just enough for Okonkwo to be open, as well as D-Hop being in the back of the end zone there. Also helps. 3-on-2, we're going to find the open guy. We're going to score Okonkwo worth a touchdown, his second of the year. He's going to be a big factor this offense, I think, and the development of one of these young quarterbacks potentially is going to be how easy is it to get him the ball compared to getting it to one of these receivers. I think he is going to be a very underrated part of this offense too. He's going to be doing a lot of the dirty work, blocking for these good running backs. Arden Key with the sack there on Justin Herbert now brings up 3rd and 20. Arden Key, we're going to use him this time. Going to try to rush, swim move. Caleb Farley pick. He was underneath the route of Joshua Palmer, and Justin Herbert threw it terribly. Pick 6 for Caleb Farley. First one of the year for him. Good shit from him. 30-0 here. Late in the third quarter, 1 minute remaining. So 11 minutes remaining in the game. And holy fuck, Monty Rice got leveled. But we end up bringing down Austin Eckler after a little bit. Arden Key, though, shoulder injury. He's going to be out for the remainder of this game as well. The injury report would have came up after probably, I think, this play. He will be out the rest of the game, and he will be missing some time, probably based off of his injury. Keenan Allen catches the ball, makes 2 men miss. One basically tackled the other. 1st and 10 now. They are slowly marching at our 46. Can they finally go down and put a scoring drive together? They've had a couple of potential scoring drives, but came up short multiple times. 2nd and 9 now. We're going to send a double cornerback blitz. No, this is going to be 2 strong safety blitz. Out of the big nickel G, we're going to use our Josh Thompson, and they run the perfect play to counteract this, but Austin Eckler does go the wrong way. Roger McCreary ends up being able to bring him down after getting pushed by Zion Johnson. They ran that play perfectly against a good coverage to go against that. They ran it against the blitz play. It worked well. The only part was Austin Eckler just didn't take the right route. He probably could have had a much bigger gain if not for taking the wrong route and running into Roger McCreary there. 1st and 10, we're going to send a little bit of heat. Amani Hooker just gets beat to the outside. Gerald Everett picks up the first and then being brought down by Roger McCreary on the sideline. 1st and 10, 8:30 remaining in the game, so they are taking some time off this clock. If they want to get back into this game, they got to get going. And right there, Mike Williams was the classic. I'm going to truck somebody, but the animations don't line up, so I'm going to just somehow get past everybody. Another cornerback blitz here. We're going to bring down Elijah Molden. We're going to say, hey, beat us. And they run a draw play. Kevin Byard, though, our good safety, our all-pro safety, comes up with the stop. 2nd and 5 now inside the red zone. On our 7, we have to make a stop. They go 3 tight end set, throw in the ball, and it's knocked away by McCreary. Keenan Allen can't hold on. 3rd and 5. Once again, we're going to go to a zone with some extra pressure coming off that right side. Aziz Al-Shakir and Josh Palmer run into each other, and Shair is going to get charged with illegal contact there. I don't think it was really his fault. I think he maintained his ground, and I think Palmer ran into him. I don't think that should be directly our fault. 1st and goal here, up the middle, and Tyler Shelvin and Danico Autry able to hold Austin Eckler out of the end zone. 2nd and goal now. I'm going to bring Osai down because for some reason in this playbook, it doesn't account for 3-4s and Austin Eckler right up the middle. If I didn't do that little shimmy shake, I would have had a chance at taking down Austin Eckler, but no bueno there. 1st and 10 now. We're going to go with the read option. Reading Joey Bosa, so I'm going to bring the tight end out. I'm going to bring him back in. It makes more sense to keep him in. Keeps the linebacker on the inside. Hand it off to Derrick Henry. I wasn't really ever going to run with Tannehill unless Bosa fully committed to Derrick Henry, which he should have. I mean, who's more deadly running the ball, Derrick Henry or Ryan Tannehill? I don't think Ryan Tannehill is going to stiff arm people into the fucking earth and run for a 60-yard touchdown, but that's just me. Derrick Henry, 21 for 97. Still a good game, not quite where I want it. I like to get about 5 yards of carry. We're a little short of that. Kyle Phillips on this corner route, though, going up the sideline. Drew Tranquil trying to chase, but it's going to be Derwin James knocking him out at the 9-yard line. Kyle Phillips getting going there, proving his worth. I like Kyle Phillips. He performed pretty well in the limited action he saw in the preseason. He only saw about a half and caught, I think it was like 3 balls. So still, pretty good game. Second and goal now after the play action rollout. I'm going to go with another play action. There's plenty of down linemen. We just have to get out to one of these edges. Going to bring Kyle Phillips down. I'm going to motion DeAndre Hopkins in to block on that edge. And Tannehill just airmails Kyle Phillips, I think he had his 2 receivers confused. I think he thought D-Hop was on the other side, apparently, because that's the only person on this team that could have caught that fucking ball. Third and goal now. We're going to try to run the ball, bring Kyle Phillips across. Hopefully he can just cause some bodies to get confused. But we just didn't block their big nose tackle, and he just stuffs Derrick Henry. After taking the field goal, the Chargers will start off at their own 25, 1st and 10, hitting Gerald Everett in the flats. Hooker and McCreary having to gang up to take him down. 2nd and 4, bringing some pressure again. Whenever teams start rolling, I like to try to bring pressure and put that pressure on the quarterback and the receivers to actually get open, to make a throw, to do certain things. That's exactly what we're going to do here. Justin Herbert's too good of a quarterback to just sit there and say, hey, if my 4 aren't getting home, I'm just going to leave him. And Elijah Molden and Caleb Farley knocked that ball out. 4th down and 1. Going to set up into this little 4-3 here. And Azeez Al-Shahir just gets ran over. I know he's getting blocked as well. But you got to go low. You got to take down Austin Eckler fast. Can't let him just bully you. You're a linebacker. This is why you don't have a long-term contract. Harold Landry in coverage actually steps up, makes the tackle. 2nd and 6 now. Now, of course, with only 2 minutes left, this game is virtually over. I think we can all agree upon that. 33-7. There's no way that they're coming back from this, but they are still fighting. Jeffrey Simmons throws Zion Johnson into the ground. Jesus. Big boy moves right there. I hate when you go into a zone blitz and it makes everybody line up weird. Like, why would the dude blitzing be lined up all the way out there? Why would... I don't know. Austin Eckler, hard to bring down right now. 19 for 136. Having himself a day. I think momentum was just too much in my favor after that fumble, and I don't think they were ever really able to recover. Here on 1st down, dump off to Mike Williams for 6 yards. Roger McCreary in on the tackle in front of Mike Vrabel. Gonna drop back into coverage here. I'm surprised that's not illegal touching by Monty Rice. Josh Palmer gets knocked down as soon as he catches it. 21 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they're looking to build momentum for this offense, but they're not willing to use timeouts, which is weird. They're just going to let the clock roll. 17, 16, and it's a throwaway by Justin Herbert. See, that's something I'll never understand about this game either. If I were to do that, that's a fucking intentional grounding call all day of the week. But for the CPU, it's just a throwaway, apparently. On 2nd and 10, we're going to drop into coverage. Illegal contact there again by me. I really got to watch myself here. Penalties after penalties. One day it's going to cost me a game. But with 6 seconds left, they're still going for it. We're just going to drop into some prevent. Force them to make a good throw. Force them to make a good catch. And again, throwaway. Apparently nothing there. I think if he would have led Palmer, I think he might have had a chance at a good play there. Again, going to drop back into this prevent. We're going to drop into a different style prevent. No QB spy this time. Going to cover this underneath route. McCreary steps in front of Mike Williams. That is ball game. 33-7 here in Nashville. Our young corners came up big. 4 total picks today, and they played very good. Tannehill also played pretty good. This whole team played well. The only downside was the amount of field goals that we did have to settle for is kind of disturbing. 2 defensive touchdowns as well. We can't always rely on that. So, you figure you take 14 points away. You're left with, what is that? 19 total points by the offense. That is not a way to go. I think that's 1 touchdown and 4 different field goals. Arden Key's going to be out for 4 weeks, though, so we are going to bring in another rusher. Somebody I'm going to be looking for is going to be a special teamer, of course, so they need good speed, good tackling. I think that is the most important thing when looking for a 4th edge rusher, and they're going to be more of an edge rusher because Alton Robinson is more of a run stopper. So we brought in Chase Winovich, former 1st round or 2nd round pick. I'm pretty sure 1st round, for the New England Patriots from Michigan. And we're going to be sending Naquan Jones down to the practice squad. But with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video or any other videos like this here on my channel, please stick around, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Turn on the notification bell so you guys will be notified anytime I post a video. I'm going to have more Titan stuff coming soon. My PC is kind of acting up, so if you heard it in the background at all, sorry about that. That was also partially why I'm having trouble recording. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.